Is back for my third EA play, and this one is the
Hey everyone! Oh my God, we're here.
You guys, this is an amazing 3-day festival.
I did it somehow. Hey. Oh, I've been scrambling. That's why there's no intro or anything. Oh my God, E3 is upon us.
Prizes. There's a ball pit.
Let me make this big screen. And here we go. We have EA.
Jump in there if you feel like it. There's a family fun zone.
Oh,
and scenarios to go and
the craziness begins.
Wow,
I have not covered E3 since 2015.
I've been to them all.
Yeah.
Back in my day, the first EA play was held on the
we're gonna be checking out the EA press conference. So give me a minute to do a few quick things and just enjoy the feed for right now with
a lot of people are excited to hear about.
Is that Jose Sanchez?
As I mentioned, there's 100 hours of streaming going on from a lounge somewhere.
And Andrea Renee. I'll be right back.
Jose, I gotta interrupt you. Do you hear this amazing echo that's happening since we're on that giant screen back there?
I love the sound of my voice. That was it.
Good. So I couldn't resist. Just the story you were telling about being in the old list.
It can be it's a captivating event, you know. But this is your first hosting.
I know.
EA Play. Welcome to the family. How do you feel hosting EA Play this year?
You know, I feel great. I have seen so many amazing developers who are super excited to show off their games on stage in just a little bit. You sometimes forget just how international a company EA is, because I've been telling them all break a leg, and they've all given me these looks like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh no, it's a theater thing, maybe. Oh, sorry, I don't actually, you know what I'm saying?
It's not just the developers that are international.
Hello everyone.
That have literally come from all over the world to check out the games that they're showing here at EA Play. Maybe even get a chance to play some of the games that they've been waiting to play.
Quick few adjustments while I scramble here, but that's okay, because I mean the press conference isn't live yet. It's just these two talking.
You go. I'll check in with you in a little bit.
Good luck.
All right, you guys. So, like I mentioned, we've got tons of people who have been lined up here in Hollywood, sweating outside in the sun, and we're going to talk to a couple of them.
That was my dog.
We've got this very tall gentleman. Hey there, what's your name?
It's Expert from the Dynasty.
Let me bring up the chat.
That is a fancy gamer tag you have there. So what's the deal with this belt?
So in my Madden League, when you win a championship, you got to show off your championship.
Okay.
So I got the belt, so everybody knows I'm the champ.
All right, so he's got the belt, so that means you're obviously here to play Madden. Is there a particular part of the game you're looking forward to trying out most?
I'm a CFM guy, so I can't wait to see what they did with the gameplay for CFM. But, of course, I love MUT too, so I know it's going to be an exciting year for Madden 19. I can't wait.
Well, we've got some surprises in the show. We'll have a great time at FanFest this weekend.
I'm going to have the chat up. I don't think I'm going to be interacting with it too much because I'm going to be freaking out to the announcements, but
So, Josh, I see you're wearing a tight
I will be occasionally looking at it, so feel free to do that.
I'm a big fan of them. I mean, the first and second game, especially the second game, I mean, they were just incredible, you know. The campaign for the second one was just like, it hit you in the gut, you know.
Oh, absolutely. And you also got
my
a
tablet
dice
is
lanyard
not
on there. What's that about?
Of course it's not.
I got this in Dice Sweden. I won that sweepstakes about 2 years ago.
Let's go with
Monster.
The phone.
And I got to go 5 days, all expense paid trip, and Dice treated us like better than rock stars, you know.
I mean, that sounds awesome. I don't get to go do that.
I mean, they said like it was like super exclusive, and we felt really good that they let us in, you know. I mean, I can't wait to see them. Like, I'm gonna be playing Battlefield 5 today. And
I got the chat up on Twitch.
Is just gonna it's like
give me a holler if you'd like.
You know? I'm really glad I'm here.
Oh, good. My tablet decided to cooperate.
Love what they are showing in the press conference. So I'm going to let
bring
you
up the
go
chat
in
on there.
and enjoy the FanFest and have a great weekend, man.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
And then I can
we got a couple more here for you guys. Look at you two in your
phone
matching
for YouTube
jerseys.
chat.
What are your names?
Hi, my name is Jacob, aka Lord Jacob 97 on Xbox.
Greg, aka Space Cat on Xbox as well.
So clearly, you're here to play FIFA.
Of course.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the kickoff, and I'm also ready for Ultimate Team as well.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the cover star?
Oh, it had to be Ronaldo.
I was happy about that. I'm excited that they're gonna do that. Ronaldo for another year. That's great.
Back-to-back years is the best player in the world. It had to be him.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of other players that maybe deserve the spotlight. No, you don't think so?
No, the best player in the world had to be Ronaldo.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, look at that! You guys are repping. That is amazing. So
right.
when it
I
comes to
have
FIFA,
the chat
you guys,
up on my tablet,
as
always.
Are you in the middle of the
so
pack?
feel free
it's okay
to
if you want to lie.
talk and hit me up with whatever you'd like to talk about.
Team, so
I now have the chat up
I'm making my way up
on
top,
my phone for YouTube, so feel free to chat with me there. As a matter of fact, let me check the audio levels. I haven't even done that yet, so let me see how this sounds.
I like playing with my friends. It's a great game.
There's nothing wrong with playing with your friends. Well, guys, thank you so much for chatting with me. Have a fantastic time at the Fan Fest today, and we'll see you guys later. All right, everybody. So I am about to go check out some other stuff.
Okay,
so
sounds okay. I think I might need to lower the
Jose's
feed just a little bit.
That's right. I am here in the Madden Mobile area, and now we're going to find out exactly what's taking Madden Mobile this year into overdrive.
So let's see how that sounds. Still waiting. Yeah, that's better. So let's.
That's right. This year, Madden NFL Mobile becomes Madden
Lower
NFL Overdrive.
that.
I am here with Mark and Joe. And
all right, and I got the chat up on my phone for
YouTube.
What
does Overdrive mean to Madden Mobile?
Oh my God.
Well, one of the coolest
everything's set up.
This year is that we're actually what we've done is we installed the next generation of graphics engine. So like,
don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Totally different. So new physics, new animations. You're gonna get unique faces for the first time. Really, the
okay.
game Madden on your phone is gonna feel
first
like,
press conference of E3 2018, and it's going to be, I think, an easy one because EA never has anything interesting. Even by this opening section, I can tell you that it's probably not going to be anything extraordinary because they keep focusing on sports, which is the most derivative of all their properties.
Of course, we have the new head-to-head mode here, which is called Overdrive as well.
Okay, so let's talk about this the mode you're playing right now, because the score is 339.
So we have Madden on tablet that they're showing off already. I wonder if maybe they're doing all this right now so that they don't have to worry about it later. That would be good. I would be okay with that. Let me see. Maybe I should get the camera close to me, my webcam. Hang on a minute.
Compared to just like traditional football things like touchdowns, field goals, extra points, stuff like that.
So the score's accumulated fantasy point style.
Yeah, so a lot of action, a lot of point swings, stuff like that.
I was going to say, you have 427 points. How many touchdowns is that? It's a lot. It's a lot of touchdowns. It's a lot of touchdowns. So one of the things I noticed about
is that better?
Let's talk about captains. You guys were telling
me
earlier that there's going to be captains. How do captains play a role in Madden NFL Overdrive?
Yeah, that's right. So Overdrive, the head-to-head mode has like a unique strategy element to it as well. Where
that probably looks a little bit better.
My captain is Russell
Wilson.
Right. I'm rewarded.
It's switched over to webcam only. Yeah, that's pretty good. Freaking pillow. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
He's actually incentivized to run the ball more. So, and again, because of that, we actually have different strategies. Like, so I'm more of a passing-based team, and his more of a running-based team.
Alrighty. Yes.
And so there's lots of different captains.
EA Play Live Press Conference 2018.
And is there specific captains for each team? Is that how it's going to be played out? Or are you guys like, can I choose my own captain?
Well, not yet. It's just the pre-show.
To augment your team, whatever works for you.
All right. So, and when choosing different captains, how is that going to affect the way I play or he plays? Or you play?
So again, so if I'm running the ball, or if he's running these Alan Marks is
I'm sorry guys, I'm still kind of scrambling.
Another thing he's going to be able to do is it also affects some of the different tactics over here that he can do to sort of mess and change how his defense plays as well.
Right,
now,
anyways.
One of the things I noticed that when you look at the screen, there's a little meter at the bottom.
So Electronic Arts usually has the usual suspects up. Your Maddens, your FIFAs, your Battlefield,
So if basically if I'm getting
possibly a need for speed.
He's running the ball a lot. What I can do is I can use those tactics on the
And then
right
usually a game for BioWare.
Just how my defense is playing.
We already know that this year it's going to be Anthem as opposed to maybe a Mass Effect or something like that. And they'll probably have some sort of indie game to show off their indie support.
But so tell me a little bit just quickly about, you know, the
last year it was A Way Out, and
how does that affect the way he plays against you? And
I want to say
are you getting notifications when he's scoring, or is it?
I can't remember if that's correct, Phil.
I mean, he did. So I didn't get many.
Obviously you weren't yet.
But yes, I am seeing what he's doing as we go back and forth, and you know, we're at a closer game. I would see these wild swings back and forth in scores, but in this case, I didn't have much to worry about.
I was gonna say, 'cause it looks like there's absolutely no way he's coming back from a 195 to 820 defeat.
Yeah.
In this case.
There's a
lot,
I suspect that you're going to get kind of the same thing here. I don't know what the indie title would be. It would be something brand new that we have not heard of, but it will be an indie title. They will spend entirely too long showing off the new Battlefield and
we all make mistakes.
And Anthem.
This year, we all know it's going to be
not that those games are particularly bad. I mean, they're not really for me, but that doesn't make them bad games. It's just it'll be badly paced to the point that the hype isn't really there. Because that's what they always do. They always focus way too much on the sports as well. However, I'm suspecting, although I'm not really thinking this is going to happen, but maybe since they're showing off all the sports stuff right now, that it'll be a situation where we don't get as much or maybe hardly any sports stuff on the actual press conferences. They're doing all of it right here with the mobile version and the cover art, the cover star already being shown and announced, and some of the features for the new Madden. So that's what I'm suspecting out of this in terms of sports. So maybe they'll spend some more time on something that we actually don't know about. But I suspect it's going to be sports and Anthem and Battlefield.
It's been a packed-out season with events from all over the world. We've had tournaments such as the FUT Cups in Barcelona and Manchester, the EA Champions Cup in Bangkok as well. We've seen leagues such as the MLS, Bundesliga, and La Liga all form part.
Right now, they're still focusing on the sports stuff. Maybe that could also be another thing, a sign of things to come, that they're going to focus entirely on sports. That damn fell out of my way.
And there we go. Congratulations. So now we know the 32 players who will compete for the trophy, the massive cash prize, and the title of the world's best FIFA player. It all kicks off on August 2nd to August 4th in London. You can catch all the action across EA Sports.
I mean, they're technically making announcements right now.
See you at the grand final for the conclusion of this
with all of
dramatic
this right here.
Of competitive FIFA.
So that's what I'm saying. I wonder if they're doing all the sports stuff before the press conference.
He's like, oh, man, I get amped when I get to talk about FIFA. As you can see, 20 million players from 60 countries came together in tournaments all around the world.
Oh, buddy.
For one reason, to become the best
FIFA
player in the world. And it's all going down this August in London at the E-World Cup. Oh my God, I wish I was there. I wish I could be one of the 32 guys.
Can't even see the countdown anymore.
I mean, traveling around the world, gotta be an awesome feeling. But to become the best FIFA player, it's the most popular sports game in the world. And now you can be the best player in the world. That opportunity could be yours if the price is right.
Oh my God.
If you're really good at FIFA, because 32 players from around the world, again, coming together in London for that E-World Cup to be the best player in the world, to be crowned.
Not feeling what you're showing here
but I do know the
already.
Best host in the world.
I mean, it's not the press conference yet.
So let's find out what she's doing. Andrea.
Thanks so
also,
much,
I'm just
Jose.
going to point this out.
That's
Both
very
these
kind.
hosts,
You may have a shot at FIFA someday. You just got to
both these hosts are better than this.
But right now, I am standing inside the Access
Both of these hosts deserve more than EA.
It is a doozy of a structure, you guys. And there's shade, which is amazing. And I've got the lovely Elena here to talk to me all about it. How's it going today?
It's going amazing. Thank you so much for coming up into our not-so-little lounge.
Yeah, so what's the story behind this? You were telling me that when you guys originally envisioned Access
or words rather,
something completely different.
That's fine.
Yeah, as you know, all the planning from our team
I'll be perfect
takes
at the mic.
about a year.
Like me.
So about 9 months ago, we said, what do we want to do? And we were thinking maybe we have a tent in the corner for our Access members. We hand out some water, and then 9
Before
months pass,
E3
and
starts, remember, I'll be looking at the chat, so anyone who may be watching, feel free.
From a water tent, that is for sure. Yeah. So who are the folks that are going to be able to come into the Access Lounge?
Well, we're not exclusive, so everyone is welcome to come up to the Access Lounge. We have some games set up that we're going to have from our library, the vaults. We do
there
have
is
water.
literally
We
nothing
also
but
have
chairs
power
and
for your
tables.
phone. But for our Access members, we have a special little gift for them. Spoiler, but it's a fanny pack full of awesome goodies.
A fanny pack.
We can't have an outdoor festival without fanny packs. It's like festivals and fanny packs go together.
Yeah, sunscreen, a fan, everything you need, because it is going to be hot in LA this weekend.
Yeah, and for some reason I decided wearing black was going to be the right call.
Going with the dark color is not the right thing, but that's okay.
So in addition to everything that's happening right here at the Access Lounge, you guys are doing
you're
this
wearing
crazy
black, you dumb bitch.
initiative. Let's talk about it.
Well, we have so many fans that can't come to LA. Not everyone obviously can make the trip. So we knew we wanted to do something online, and we decided to stream. And someone said, well, how many games do you have in the vault right now? And we were like, 100 or so? And they go, yeah, let's go ahead and stream it. So we are actually streaming 100 hours, 100 games with 100 streamers. From
I guess I should tweet out that I'm streaming, huh? That's probably a thing I should do.
Streamers from all over the world, and we are going 24 hours. We started yesterday at 9 a.m., and we will be going through Tuesday.
Well, man, go big or go home, I guess. 100 hours. But it makes sense because EA is such an international company. We were just talking about that, when we were interviewing the fans downstairs. There's clearly going to be people awake in all these different time zones.
Yes. Thankfully, we had so many streamers that were like, give me the 3 a.m., give me the 5 a.m. So thank goodness. You can check that out on twitch.tv/EA and look for our hashtag #UnlockPlay to find all of the amazing streams we have going on.
Awesome. Well, before I let you go, I got to know, of this 100 games, you got to have a fave, right? Right?
You know that my heart sits in Edmonton with the BioWare team, so Mass Effect 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition are two of my favorites in the vault. They're actually
just tweeting out
my favorites.
the stream, excuse me.
I'm excited to see everything that's going to
I'm sorry, there's not really a lot happening in the pre-show.
I say that, you guys. We just are both big BioWare fans.
We need to stream the pre-show because sometimes they make announcements here, and I guess they are. It's just none of it's interesting.
Check out that 100 hours, 100 streamers, you guys. It's going to be amazing. So right now, I'm going to head inside the Palladium to get ready for the press conference, which is going to start in just a few minutes. So I'm going to send it over to Jose, who I believe is in the Sims booth. Jose, what are you doing over there?
Oh, hello. Sometimes you have to stop and smell the roses. Here at the flower wall in the Sims booth. That's right, we are talking about The Sims. I made my way to the Sims booth. And what do we have over here?
The Sims?
Deli and James. How are you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
They're actually going to try to do something else with that? No.
What makes you so prolific in the world of The Sims?
I'm Deligracy, and I'm a YouTuber and streamer, and I make Sims videos mostly.
I'm James Turner. I run a channel called The Sims Supply, and I play The Sims, build houses. I love to design cool things in it.
And so obviously, new expansion is coming. Seasons.
Oh.
So excited.
Why are you excited about Seasons? What's
new expansion. Okay.
Excited about the Seasons?
I'm surprised they're doing an expansion considering of all the packs that they release. All the bullshit packs that barely give you anything, still charge you like $10, $20 or whatever it is.
It absolutely looks beautiful. Like I cannot wait to see all the different worlds covered in snow.
And when winter is coming, you know what happens, right? It's going down in the world of The Sims.
Oh yeah.
That's of course. So tell me a little bit about the aspect of adding something like Seasons. I mean, what does that do to the overall world within The Sims? Because there's been tons of expansions for The Sims.
By the way, I think I should mention that I labeled this a Colorwind Reacts Live. Colorwind Reacts might be something
so much more exciting and real, and
that becomes a thing moving forward.
Yeah.
I make videos reacting to certain announcements and stuff.
And customizable holidays, so you theme
them
around the seasons itself.
Thinking about it.
So you have the winter holidays.
And then live because I'm doing this live.
A lot of different
and also, that might be something I change in the future. I might drop Colorwind streams and then just mark it as one of my Let's Play shows, but live. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
Hopefully soon.
Well, funnily enough, it is on the computers here, so you can play it if you're an EA player. but not the real life weather.
It's very true. And if you're not here and getting
all right,
a chance
Sim
to play
peoples, wrap it up.
You're streaming 100 hours of EA games, and that's going to be a part of it, so people can get a little sneak peek about what you see in Seasons?
Possibly Seasons. I myself am streaming tomorrow with Lil Simsy, another big simmer, and baby Ariel. And I don't know if we're going to play Seasons, but we'll be playing some Sims content. So it's going to be
trying to keep all the secrets for themselves. See, that's just how it is. If you
I
can
need to bring
Seasons,
back up the chat for YouTube.
100%.
So what got you into The Sims? What is it about The Sims that keeps you coming back for each and every expansion?
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing since the first Sims came out. I think James as well. My dad brought it home one day, and I would just play it every chance I could. It's just like a creative outlet, and it's so much fun.
And again, you know, like, what is it about that world of getting to create your own world and create your own atmosphere, now getting to create your own seasons and tweak that a little bit? How does that make you feel? Like, what keeps you coming back?
It's the creativity for me. Like, I've always, growing up, I love building with Legos and all that kind of stuff. So being able to create your own world and craft it, tell the stories with The Sims the way you want to.
I should mention,
now being able to control
I don't think that The Sims is bad. I think The Sims is actually a very good game. I actually think there's a lot of games that Electronic Arts makes that are pretty good, and The Sims are one of them, but Sims 4 is definitely missing in content and just heart and passion in the game itself.
I think Cats and Dogs was pretty
and
cool.
not that DLC and little content packs have not been part of Sims before, but the way that they did it with the previous one was
for me, it would be get to work.
kind of just selling back to you features that you already had in Sims 3. And that's definitely not good. It's definitely more of EA just trying to take money from you, which, oh really? EA's trying to take money from you? Really? Is that really a thing that is surprising?
Well, now they get to lie around, and hopefully in the sun, maybe a little rain. Maybe you like lying around in the snow.
The state of Sims. Hopefully the expansion pack will make everyone happy.
See, that's what I'm in for.
But
so June 22nd, you're going to get your chance to make snow
I don't
angels
know.
when the Sims
It seems like it should be content that was already
Thank you guys so much.
included or even released already as DLC.
And now let's take a look at exactly what I've been talking about with this trailer for the Sims Seasons.
Origin. Oh. I don't think Origins is as bad as everyone else does, but Jesus, it's still not good. No, I mean, it's The Sims. What's this cover? They didn't even get the original. Who's doing this cover? Where's the dude with the kind of scratchy voice? I should be hearing this guy in the background that goes, "I know it's not for me." Like he's super kind of ghetto, even though he's singing this kind of song. Oh, that's coming soon.
June 22nd to The Sims, but now, say you're interested in perhaps working in the games industry. That's what I do. I've been doing it for quite a long time, and I'd like to do more. I'd like to learn more. So that's why I found Shannon here to explain a little bit about how I could get a job in the games industry. First off, Shannon, how are you going to help me get a job in this industry that I love so much?
Absolutely. Gaming industry opens up such a variety of opportunities and careers within this industry, and that's what I love about it. It doesn't matter if you want to be a developer, if you want to be finance, analyst. We have all types of opportunities for you, and that's what
I don't know why this is happening right now.
With you, help you identify what skill sets align with your passions and career.
Now, is that a tough gig to
One, because this doesn't really seem like the platform in which you'd want to promote something like this, and two, who the fuck wants to work for EA?
How do you find and pick perfect spots for people?
I always tell people network with who you know in the industry and make sure you're engaging new people to learn from them as well. But for us, we actually just want to engage all talent. There's so many different types of skill sets and levels that we want to include into our industry. That's what makes it diverse, so we can have such great experiences for everybody.
And as a recruiter, how cool is it for you to get to come to something like EA Play and see all
they
the people
take
who are passionate about
all
video
those
games
creative and individualistic developers, and then
I love knowing that we're surrounded by such creative
try to
people,
profit the fuck out of them, or just fire them after a while.
Into our culture and see what environments get pushed through all the other different teams.
Now, you can be a recruiter for tons of things. There's tons of jobs
What
out
is
there.
the point
What is
of
it about
this
the
segment?
games industry that is the perfect place to be recruiting for? I mean, because as I said earlier, you have so many passionate people, but how different is it working within the games industry than it is with some of the other industries?
Like, I'm not alone in this, right? EA has an extremely bad look right now.
You can learn from every day. There's new technologies going on in the game industry. It's just an exciting
Who do you
environment.
think you're fooling with something like this?
We really embrace that within the culture.
And what got you into this
You
industry?
fucking
I mean,
don't.
Again,
Why are these
tons of
people
industries out there, but what is
standing
it
like
about games
this?
that brought you into that world?
I'm passionate about gaming. I love to game, and for me to be able to merge recruiting with gaming is a dream come true for me. So I encourage that to anybody. If you love gaming, get out there, go to EA Careers, check it out, see what we have.
No one wants to work for EA, at least not willingly.
Like I said, we have everything from recruiting, HR, finance, artists, designers, programmers. We love every type of skill set.
So that's all we have to do is go to ea.com/careers?
EA.com/careers. Check out our world.
Don't
check
know
out our
why
locations
this is
across
happening.
the globe.
Her name is not Joe.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Have a great time.
I'm going to have an awesome time. And that's just one job that you can get in the games industry. But perhaps playing video games is the job you want. That's right. Playing the games. How about playing the games way before they even come out? EA has play testing available for you. That's right. You can be a gameplay tester. That means playing games months, sometimes years before they come out, and having the opportunity to help develop.
Is this a way for them to get their games play tested without having to actually pay people?
Maybe you live in the United States, Canada, Sweden, Australia, London.
Oh my God.
EA has studios in all those locations that make it super easy for you to go to. So if you
This is them to get their games play tested without having to pay
you can
people.
find the perfect career path for you in testing video games. It sounds so amazing.
And they give some weird kickbacks.
There's something in there for you too. Why? Because you can possibly test games from the comfort of your own home. You don't even need to leave the bed. You could just be hanging out in your jams.
These hosts are so much better than this.
Giving your feedback and helping how these video games are made. So once again, EA.com/playtesting. Go there, find out all the information. You'll make a couple.
Okay, look, just wrap it up. We're about to get to the EA conference. Let's just.
Telling me what's coming out,
just stop, please.
Who doesn't want to do that? I want to do that. So that's again playtesting. Go check it out. And now we're gonna go ahead inside and see what Andrea's doing. I think she's busy. She looks a little too busy for me. But look at all those people in there sitting down, hanging out, getting ready for the show. EA Play is.
She's got a host, right? Yeah, she's supposed to be hosting this thing.
And that is what's happening inside the Palladium. But I want to learn a little bit more about the Palladium itself. And that's why I found my man Dylan right here. Dylan, how you doing? How you doing, brother? All right. Tell me about the Palladium. What is it about this venue that makes it so special and keeps EA coming back for each EA Play?
So the Palladium
Are they out of content? Is that why they're talking about the Palladium?
Frank Sinatra was an opener on the bill. And
not even the closer? Old Blue Eyes was the opener?
Opening. So since then, about everyone's played here. Rolling Stones, Nirvana, Prince, Elton John, lately Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake.
Sure.
Dave Chappelle filmed a special here. So about everything in between. And then last year, EA came in for the first time, transformed the parking lot, the venue, blew it up even more this year. And so now we have this festival here with gaming, music. It's a great time.
And so, what is it about EA Play?
Before we get started, let me check the stream real quick, make sure that everything is running okay.
The transformation of the venue. We take over the whole block, close down streets. There's thousands of people that come through, have a good time. They have A-list talent that come and play concerts at night. It's a really good time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dylan. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's a little bit about the Palladium. And now, let's head inside and check out the show. Fun Zone. She told me to rap. I was rapping. We're still going. Or not rapping. We're still. I was lied to. Welcome to the Family Fun Zone, my friends. This is where you can get all your real racing
man, I thought he was
action
wrapping up. You only got 30 seconds, dude.
Perhaps you'd like to play a game in a race chair with a steering wheel. There are 4 stages. Look at this guy's jumping the stage. He's like, I'm ready. I'm jumping in live. No pressure.
Fun Zone is just like a couple of seats with the racing game.
There's a ball pit over here. There's food over here. We're going inside. Let's head inside.
All right, let's see this. Okay, here we go. First press conference of E3 2018. Electronic Arts Play. Got a sizzle reel. Oh yeah, NBA Live. I completely forgot about them. Anthem, Battlefield, Star Wars. Oh, they're probably going to announce another expansion pack for Star Wars Battlefront. Probably something to do with Solo. Didn't they just announce content for Solo though? Whoa. Okay. That was unnecessary, but whatever, it looked cool. There's Andrea Renee.
Oh my gosh, how cool was that? So that was Anthem. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions.
Okay, this is all cool and everything, but that doesn't do anything for people who are just watching this from home.
We're going to kick things off with a look at
AKA the people she's talking to right now in the camera.
I gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up. Last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some big news, you guys. Any World Cup fans? You guys excited? Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Then we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of course,
they have it here because of Anthem.
Who's for Anthem? I'm into it. You want to do this with me? Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show. So without further ado, let's get things started.
All right, Battlefield. Makes sense. Battlefield 5. Yep. No intro video. That showed nothing. I don't know why you're clapping. That showed nothing.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting. There's been a lot of speculation and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works. And you want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today,
I mean, you've done that before.
And why this is the deepest and most immersive battlefield yet.
It certainly is. You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies. Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned distraction system is back and more impactful than ever. So,
okay, that's good.
Well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes.
Okay.
Do
you have a campaign?
We want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and relatable people facing the brutality of war. We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss.
They're teasing it. They're not even going to show it now. Why would you even bring it up then?
It's just the beginning. You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass.
Okay, good.
Every day,
it's sad that that got a cheer, but I mean, I'm glad it's not there.
You'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
It's Royale.
Oh no.
It's Royale reimagined for Battlefield.
That was not a cheer. That was a fucking boo.
Destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience.
Oh my god.
So we will bring you an experience that you haven't played before in Battlefield or anywhere
Battle
else.
Royale in Battlefield, of course.
So with
BJ,
that,
I'm so sorry.
Time to show you what makes Battlefield so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
Okay. In-game footage. Looks good. Battle Royale and everything. This is not in-game footage. That is. That's literally what we just saw before, but just with the screen darker. Why don't they just show the game? Why do you have to make it all cinematic whooshy whooshy? I mean, not that I want like to see a whole match or anything, because that will take forever, but like, quit bullshitting us. Let's just see what we're gonna play. Oh, campaign. Nordlys war story. Okay. Nothing for me to get excited about. I mean, it's a Battlefield, and it's got Battle Royale now. Yeah, FIFA. Oh no! Okay, there we go.
Até mesmo nos momentos mais difíceis, tu tens de continuar a acreditar. Esta é a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo. Tu és campeão.
You are champion. Phone's going off. A late notification. We got the FIFAs. I thought they're gonna hold off the sports stuff since they were talking so much about it in the pre-show, but I guess I was wrong. Okay, the cup. Okay.
That's the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete and icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff cemented their legacies. The world's biggest league joins the world's game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision for how the Champions League comes to life in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for
okay,
this
I don't really
for a
care
long
about this.
time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And
but
that's why we're bringing the Champions League across
UEFA,
the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode.
whatever.
Your club will chase
Wasn't
the
that
trophy
previously
mode.
in FIFA before?
Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League
But they
glory
lost
in
it
your
to
story mode,
Pro
your
Evolution
journey,
Soccer, or am I
and
misremembering
in FIFA
that?
Ultimate Team, there'll be live and authentic Champions League content. And we'll share more details on that along with all our
Also,
other
anyone who may be watching this who's into FIFA, have those games changed at all over the past few years, like significantly? Anything that actually warrants a brand new game?
The pitch in every moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each technical touch.
And if it has, have those changes been for the better?
How passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community.
Just asking,
from hands-on tests with beginners to detailed feedback sessions with FIFA pros. And we're going to be sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the quality bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year. So we look forward to everybody experiencing the game on the hands-on sessions this week. And also, of course, we're extremely excited for everybody to play it when we launch on September 28th. And that's our FIFA 19 news, headlined by
no one clapped for your release date because, of course, it's coming out this holiday season.
Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal. You know, growing up,
shouldn't the team just have it?
Iconic trophies that every
the
young
team who won last time.
Of winning. And for your club, it's this one, the pursuit of Champions League glory. But for your country, it's this trophy. The World Cup. And with the tournament starting in just 5 days, we're excited for the world to compete for it in FIFA 18.
As you can imagine, all of us on the FIFA team can't wait for the start of the World Cup.
Are they actually talking about the previous FIFA now?
Players, which is why we've just updated the game.
You just announced its successor. Why are you doing this?
PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch. But you can take Ronaldo and Portugal to their first World Cup victory. Or you can write your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this year. Or you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country, like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only 350,000 people would ever qualify? And you can feel their excitement.
Okay.
Apologies to any England fans in the room, that might still sting. And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free.
That's not bad. I mean, Okay, that's okay, because I mean they literally just announced its successor, which is always gets supplemented every year because they release them every year. At the end of the thing, you might as well just give it out for free.
Plenty of FIFA 18 content centered around the World Cup, and we'll bring you all the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup.
And actually,
thank you,
if I remember correctly, they also usually make a separate FIFA game just for the World Cup, and it seems like they're not doing that this year. Maybe that's why they're like, well, we'll just kind of add it to FIFA 18 and then give it out for free. That's actually not bad. I think that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm not interested in this because, I don't know, the soccer games have never really done it for me too much. I think soccer is kind of a cool sport.
Good morning.
And I do sometimes enjoy watching it, but I mean, that's still cool. I can recognize that for people who are into that sort of thing or are kind of interested. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I might check it out just for shits and giggles after E3 is over. Definitely after E3 is over. Oh God.
We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do,
right,
but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier. And we believe that disruption is going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years.
Disruption? You mean distribution?
You will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms.
What the hell is this?
For others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week, we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premiere. So 3 things you need to know about it. Origin Access Premiere will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade.
Okay.
Then FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games from EA and other publishers.
Okay, so they're bringing over the thing from the Xbox.
It'll launch later this summer. So that's a little later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend. Thank you and have a great show.
Okay, that was kind of quick from him. I mean, it's an expected move for them to bring that over. It's not bad. I mean, you pay monthly in order to play these games. You don't own them. That's how subscriptions work. There's not an upfront fee, which video games don't seem to understand is what you're not supposed to be doing. But that's fine. And that's fine. That actually is good. That's the thing about this, you know, if you want to go to a subscription model, that's fine, but you can't ask for money up front. That's not how that works. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And I guess this shows that they understand that now, at least for right now. That's what it seems like. So this is fine. This is good. Is that the worst thing? I mean, it's It's on Origin still, and Origin isn't the best, but Origin isn't terrible to me.
I'm here, sitting inside the crowd at EA Play.
Oh, hi. You're back.
I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
Oh, you're gonna get your studio's gonna be.
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC,
defunct in
right?
like 5 years.
So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild.
Respawn working on a Star Wars game.
So the Star Wars name is Jedi
I don't remember knowing that.
Fallen Order.
Woo!
Fallen
Star
Order.
Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Well, it takes place during the dark times. Trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are being hunted, so it's going to be spectacular.
The dark times, so mid 2000s.
Out there who want to know like where in the timeline. Like,
That's an FGC
which
joke.
Episodes is it?
Fighting game community joke.
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, all right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time.
Same period as Battlefront 2.
It's not a nice.
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
Bad time. Does that mean it's going to just be all dark and serious?
It's amazing.
All right, so I think people are now anxiously want to know, like, when can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
Sorry to dash any hopes.
No.
But now that we know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up. And hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, hey, now we can start speculating and judging your work, even though we haven't seen anything. He's probably thinking, oh boy.
We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Okay, well, that's kind of cool. Now we got some Battlefront 2 probably DLC.
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm.
Dennis, my friend, you are a brave man.
I'm really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you.
No, you're not.
So
You're a
much
brave
for hanging out
man.
with
He's
me
like,
for a
oh
little
God,
bit.
please don't kill me.
So we launched our game in November of last year.
It became the
clearly
pariah
we
of the
didn't get
industry.
it quite right. So instead of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And thank you.
Whoa.
It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt. So, as you might know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by
that's what I thought. Like, I thought that was already announced.
Dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So, looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends.
You do get to play as Donald Glover in this game.
Also
That's kind of cool.
Adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more,
are they just repeating the
be
trailer?
Delivering a new
They are. He's gonna roll.
Sandbox experience focused around
there he is.
capturing command
They're just repeating the fucking trailer
and attacking and taking out capital ships. But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
Okay.
It's only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes, he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Why is he fading away like
finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years. So, but we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone.
Avengers
Joining them
meme.
is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance.
I haven't seen it yet, so.
As well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker. The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of these cool things. EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront. We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you, may the Force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
I mean, I think it's a little too late, but I mean, you're free to try, you know? There's no harm in trying. What is this shit? Oh my god, him? What is this dude, Garny? Unravel was the game. This guy should be dead. He's in the water. Oh, what? Eh? Eh? Okay. This dude's back. Cool. All right. Gonna give it another shot?
Hi, it's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest, you find hope. And you form a new bond.
Another dude.
Your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure.
Co-op.
Welcome to Unravel 2.
Unravel 2. Makes sense. And there's two of you. I get it.
It's a game about fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend, but there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure.
What is it with EA indie games always having two people?
It's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I
hope it's better. I kind of skipped the first Unravel.
So please welcome Michael to the stage.
Because the reviews came out and it was like, eh. So I went, oh, well, then never mind.
And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
Okay. Like, well, here I go playing with myself.
This isn't prepared. There we are. So when you're playing by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game. And we actually tried to include a bit more of those because we figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments. Places that were like fun and exciting. And then when you get
it's a very
to the
beautiful
more
game.
puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart.
It's weird how it's got kind of an aesthetic that's childlike while still being extremely realistic.
That's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in at this.
Yeah, come join me. So I'm gonna be the red one.
Okay.
All right, so drop in and out co-op. Cool, cool.
A little celebratory flip there. And the bird is back. Oops. Okay. Playing it safely now. Oops. I'll swing. All right. Nice. And I'll catch you. There you go.
Okay. Oh God.
Okay, you go ahead.
This is the kind of thing that can go very badly in this kind of situation.
Oh. Okay, this is the scary part. Let's see if we can do it. Got it?
Oh my God, we have platforming.
Oh, very nice.
Bird, 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 bird.
Buster. Oh, sweet, well done.
Damn, bird's on a mission.
Okay, I'll go up and distract the grouse. You can.
I'll sneak up here.
Bird.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, look at me. Here you go.
Keep him over to the left. Now I'll go.
The bird like, ah! Which one?
There you go.
This is the most interesting thing that's been at this press conference so far. And I would still say that it's still not incredible, but it looks alright. It looks fun. Maybe I should give the first one a shot. Maybe it's a game that was better than the reviews give it credit for. Who knows? Looks fun. Looks good. I thought the first one looked pretty good too.
I really hope you like it.
So, who knows?
And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort on so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
Okay. That's first game I can say, you know what? Thumbs up. That looks fun. Unravel 2. Digging it. I'll probably end up playing this by myself. But, that doesn't look like it's a problem, so. Chase your spark. Play on your own or with a friend. I wonder if there's going to be some sort of like narrative thread to this game the way that there was in the first game. Maybe not, because I feel like that was sort of the problem with the first game. But who knows? Dum, dum. Unravel 2.
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at Coldwood. The game is really strong.
Oh, you.
These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right.
Oh, shit.
You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
Wow, okay. Best game of the conference, and it's out.
To the team at Colby. Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel to seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out.
Right,
and I think we all kind of remember that. And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did. Anyhow, in March, that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun.
It was fire.
And it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry.
That's cool.
And it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude, okay.
Thank you, Patrick. I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards, like, our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited.
Okay.
Thank you. We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how like the concept seems to just float out of me like right into the hand and onto the paper. I think this is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and family see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger. Some would be better off a little smaller. But to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
It's nice. I don't understand what the game is, though. Okay.
This world that I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul.
Oh, fuck that.
I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son. I've just chased you so long now.
We got some platforming? Oh, God.
A new day is here, but nothing is new.
Interesting.
Alone in my room, I tremble.
Next year. Okay, that looks interesting. I'm still not entirely clear on what kind of game it is, though.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Oh, God.
We are the one. We can shut you down.
Oh, God. Let's kill the momentum.
Game. We're balling. Be ready. Because we're coming at you.
I just realized that they only show FIFA. We still have this shit and Madden.
Say it how you want. Trust the process. Run as one. Call next. Or be the answer. As long as you hold your course.
Oh God, freaking, what is it, Periscope?
Wherever you call home, whatever your fit, or however you ball, you're on my court. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. And this is my squad.
I'm the one, the one, the one. September 7th for NBA Live. Sure.
My name's Shea Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Madden belt.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim a major.
It's a big night for Young Kiv. He's been stuck at the quarterfinals.
Oh, well, here's Madden.
First championship game.
Looks like they skipped over NBA Live real quick. Just like, nope. We already know this is going to be bad. So we're just going to let you know that it exists and move on.
40-19.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have an incredible matchup. It's a rematch. Touchdown, Kev. He throws it high. And young Kev is going to be your champion. Can I play you again?
You want to get smacked again on TV?
Happy face, no.
Madden 18 champion.
He's finally done it.
Don't tell me you're going to bring him on stage. You're bringing him on stage.
I'm good, baby. How you doing?
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already starting. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys can see, king of touchdown celebrations. That's pretty fire. I like that a lot. As you guys know, this is Young Kiv. Madden
Is that dude throwing a Hadouken?
Madden champion. Like, give it up for Young Kiv.
Oh boy! All right.
Young Kiv, how has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
Oh, buddy.
It's I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm. So then I picked up Madden, and at first, I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually, I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Wow, okay. So the key to be the #1 player in Madden is to hurt your arm in baseball. That's number one. Number two, You said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to a tournament. So, like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money.
I mean, that's fair.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
it's just a ceremony.
The past few years, how
Still-
has it been for you?
still
I know you've
passed.
had some ups and downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times. I made the final on TV and got blown out by all those losses. It made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's why I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is so amazing. There's a lot of, bling on that belt for you. Well, today, EA Play, first look at the Madden 19 trailer. Super excited. It's going to be so fun. It's lit. I honestly wish I can stay right here and talk to you guys forever.
It's
I'm not gonna bore you guys.
lit.
We're going to go out. I'm going to try to take this belt, round 2. So we're out. Have a good day.
Just took the belt like, okay, mine, bye.
You've worked your whole life to get to moments like these.
Are you actually going to talk about the game?
Top of the mountain. You battle through the pain and failure. All just to get to this
I mean, not
place.
that you're going to have a lot to talk about, but are you at least going to attempt it?
Legends are born. You fall so you can rise.
Manning on the Giants. Is that Eli Manning? I don't know.
See that
People
it was really
in football.
never about reaching the end of the road at all, but about all the moments that got you here. So, you were in their position. Would you let the moment define you? Or will you define the moment?
Yes, I know how football works. Also, football stadiums are better lit than that. Just saying. This thing's been 45 minutes long.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, we're going to do this presentation a little bit differently and give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live, winner-take-all, head-to-head match.
Mobile game?
Why don't you tell us the rules?
Sure thing. The objective is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination, unit automatically moves there. The most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant nuclear missile in the center of the map. Control the missile by standing on a majority of the control points. A bar fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up will fire the missile. Takes 2 missiles to destroy the enemy's base and win. That's it.
Sounds great, Michael. Well, enough talking about it. Let's get to this match.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup lined up for you here today. Fighting for the blue side of the room, if you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is. Make some noise for In Control.
Yes.
His opponent, fighting for the red side of the room, a competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night.
I feel like I've heard that name before. I don't watch competitive RTS games, so I don't know why I would, but I think I have.
Players have it should be a great match.
It really is. I can't wait.
All right.
I do know that guy. I'm almost positive I know that guy.
I'm ready to go.
I think he's been on the Co-optional podcast.
Nice little strategy game for those of you out there.
Yep,
It's a good
I'm
genre.
almost positive that's
very
him.
excited for this. The players are
Why?
loading in, and we are ready to
the
kick
match. Here we go.
this off. As the players' bases have been deployed and the action begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
What do I...
Now the infantry is going to come out to hold that top point. Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick and Knight being able to reach it a little bit first.
What do I say about this? This is just a
also very important as
RTS mobile game. Aren't there like a lot of these?
2-on-1. Is he able to get there? Looks like he's getting there.
Here comes GDI with a Rhino. It's going to rip up those infantry.
Yeah, going for the anti-infantry, and like any strategy game, the units that you're going to use when you deploy them will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
Yep. Nick and Knight with some attack bikes in the top. There he is.
And In Control placing the turret on the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest position. We can see that
I mean, it looks fine. It's something you do while you're on the crapper.
Takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold those
this isn't as deep as other RTSs on like the computer and everything.
He's done a great job of holding that down with the turret, and now he's redeploying his vehicles to the south side, bringing out more infantry to deal with the attack bikes. And as that economy ramps up, of course, we're seeing bigger, more powerful units come out. We have there the drill pod coming in the left side to help flank those
some flamethrowers. Right, absolutely. Again, those are going to tear through those infantry.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his first tank. That's going to be used to try and help push back these smaller forces as he makes his way to the south side. That missile passing halfway now. Both two zones in control of Nick at Night. He will have the missiles. We see it starts to point towards In Control's base.
Let's see if In Control can get around to that top corner, able to halt that missile. He does contest the missile, putting it into the yellow position.
Yeah, very important, of course, blocking the.
You know, I got up,
those units is another big factor for this strategy.
you know, kind of early to get ready for this, and I fell asleep late last night because I couldn't fall asleep. But I guess I was just excited for E3 to start. So I'm not running on a lot of sleep right now.
Let's see what's going to happen.
That's why I'm also drinking soda.
And that fires.
Wow.
And Nick at Night.
This is not helping.
Shot away from being knocked out here, as the next one will start to ready up in just a moment's time. In Control is very.
This is making me fall asleep.
Forces are doing a great job at taking control of the map.
Yep.
And we can see as more of Nick and Knight's forces move up towards that north position, those harvesters, of course, very crucial, very important to protect those. As your economy allows you to get these big late game units.
You should have spelled your name like Knight, like a
more of them on the field. But In Control,
like a soldier.
His forces out trying to hold this advantage that he's had so far.
Nick and Knight is trying to get in there, but there's a great turret placement from In Control, blocking and just ripping through again those infantry.
And we see In Control now moving his tank towards this.
Another drill pod we're seeing with some flame tanks.
Yeah, bring in the flank. Of course, those flame guys do amazing damage to the infantry, help to clean that out. Meanwhile, two more tanks coming out from Nick at Night to try and secure those positions. He brings out the laser infantry on the south side as well to deal with that tank. Going for counters, trying to scout out and see what your opponent is doing and make the proper response is so important in strategy.
Absolutely. Nick at Night cruising around, thinking about harassing those harvesters, coming around the far side for those rhinos. It looks like he's really pressing it.
And we see that missile is starting to get close to firing with 3 zones in control.
This is still going.
Night, looking to set things back the other way. In Control trying to rally his forces around. He doesn't want to engage with just 1 or 2 units. He wants to move all of them together, create a good flank position, and take over that south.
And we're seeing the first mech unit from In Control. This is the Wolverine. Gonna rip, and this is a watch out for this missile.
And Nick and
there
Knight's gonna fire that one off and settle for next missile is gonna end it.
Next missile wins. Let's see what happens.
We'll have control. The Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control coming out to try and deal with these forces. But Nick at Night's done a great job of getting map presence and now also harassing the economy of In Control.
Yep. Wow. Okay, we've got our first mammoth tank on the board. If In Control can get this in position, he's going to do some serious damage.
That missile just passed halfway ready. He's also bringing out his first air unit to deal with those.
A lot going on here.
It's got a lot of range, that big boy.
This is still going.
This missile is nearly going to fire.
It can be stolen at any point.
Where is it going to go? Is he going to be able to get it off?
He's got it, Max.
There it is.
He's going to take it. Defeating Nick at Night.
That was legit. Dude, that was epic. Amazing. What a match. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Any thoughts, guys?
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so I've done my job.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was awesome. We saw a little bit
I mean,
of everything.
it doesn't even look bad, but it's just, I don't care.
Nick at Night and In Control.
And that doesn't showcase well here because everything's so static.
Ladies and
There's
gentlemen,
not
what you just
a
saw
lot
was
to the game because it's only a mobile game.
Conquer Rivals. Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy experience for mobile.
So it's a Command and Conquer game on mobile.
Continuous control.
Yeah, they told you that afterwards because they didn't want to lead with that.
Head-to-head matches that are fueled by skill and strategy. Now, Rivals will be coming to iOS and Android devices, but I'm excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today. So head to the Google Play Store, search Command and Conquer Rivals. The studio has been having an absolute blast playing this game, and we can't wait for you to play. Please let us know what you think.
I mean, it looks fine. It's just there was way too much time given to that. Are we at Anthem now, finally? Can we start wrapping this up? Rockhorn. Again, it doesn't look bad, but it's just not that interesting to showcase. And
Command and conquer for a new generation. Now,
I feel like I've seen stuff like that on the Android store already.
Anthem, I wanted to share a few final things. I am blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams and what I can say about us is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so, as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice, is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly, that no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better, and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games, and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound.
Okay, this is just trying to save face for Battlefront 2 again.
Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday threat. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support.
Okay, I mean, this is nice. I'm not sure why they're doing this now, but it's nice.
Of you together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for the incredible privilege of making games for all of you. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
Let's wrap this shit up.
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos, creating, altering.
It's not coming until next year, so I wonder how much they're going to show, but we'll get something.
Anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
Mm-hmm.
Something is out there.
destroy us all.
That's Muse. I like that song. Fuck you. Man, this looks a lot more grim than the first time we saw this. I mean, it's colorful, but it seems awful, you know, hopeless. In the plot, rather. I also just realized something. You really did not talk about Madden.
How cool was that trailer?
It was a trailer.
I've seen it a couple times, and it's still cool every time I see it. So I know all of you, like me, have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm going to bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us.
Oh God, are you going to do that same shit that you did last time?
To Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzart.
What do they do? I think it was for Battlefield 1 where they just played the game for like a half an hour. Oh no, you're not going to do that shit again, are you?
All right, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today. Just got a little game to show, right? Yep. It's going to be very exciting. So Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now, we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years off. But before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans. So it's been super satisfying to come back to it, and you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio, and that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game, and we wanted to create a brand new world.
Essence of a BioWare game? Is that what you just said? Because this is nothing like a BioWare game. BioWare making fucking Neverwinter Nights.
More of a dynamic and living world, and a game that would change.
And Knights of the Old Republic and Mass Effect.
We also wanted to do something where
nothing like that.
If you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with story sort of bolted on this side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now, you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous, and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus. And this is a single-player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single-player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add
Chat
story
room.
for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear
Is this game
from our
Monster Hunter
community
World?
is they want to continue to play in our worlds when they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age. Players want more story. And so we've designed
This is
Anthem
Monster
in a
Hunter
way
World, isn't it?
that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the Anthem of Creation. And the chaos of those things pushing against each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property, or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. And really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think
How
about
does the story coincide with what you're going to be doing with the game? This is all very nice set dressing, but I need to see what it is I'll be doing in order to become invested in it.
From what you've played before. So that's where we start, and then once we think about those things, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there, we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and it's a really great concept to write for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop into the world.
They're just showing the same stuff again
now. A dramatic event that changes the world for everyone, and that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool, the way that they sound like they're going to come together. But even though there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exosuits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world, because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion,
how'd you get those suits?
They discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the Anthem of Creation, and so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
Now, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4, and they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger, and then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor, and finally, the Storm.
Yeah, so each javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the thing to remember is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage in, or the javelins that your friends are using. So really what this allows us to do is we've built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things, really designed for up-close and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part. The Colossus is heavier, more specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
Okay.
I'm just going to say the storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too. So the javelins look awesome, but we're going to take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from @It'sSweetNicole, who asks, as a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their javelin plays, through gear.
This
and,
is not an interesting way of doing this.
To personalize the way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the actual geometry of the suit itself. We want teams to be able to do this as well. And because you're going to be using a javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
I'm glad you brought that up, because actually, Jay Legato has a question connected to customization. Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics?
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power. So that means no ability to spend money on gameplay advantage at all.
Microtransactions are the best way of doing that. They really shouldn't be there at all, but it's the best.
Like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey. We talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem is going to work?
So much for the questions.
It really is about the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So I think here we're going to see the Colossus, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay. If we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, in melee combat. And then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above, and then they're using combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around.
Oh, chat room, this is not interesting.
It's interesting because the Slate Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story.
Okay. Let me say this first right now.
We really want to make sure that that playing with other people.
I don't think this game looks bad.
So for people that want to just
Anthem does not look bad to me. I think it looks interesting. It doesn't really look like my type of game that I would really get invested in, but I totally see why someone would enjoy this. Right now, what I'm harping on the most is how this frickin' press conference is going and how they're displaying this game. This interview style doesn't work. This isn't the PC gaming show, which nobody likes because they do it like this.
It's going to be a little bit more difficult.
It's not interesting.
Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay?
There you go. This is what we want.
You guys want that? All right. So,
I know Andrea Renee is a host and interviewer. That's what she's good at. But this is not interesting. This isn't the time and place for this. This is what we got. Here's what you're gonna play. Boom.
So you start in the Strider,
this is
which
boring.
is like a giant walker.
Just get to the fucking gameplay.
You have a conversation with your crew.
Let your game speak for itself. You can explain along the way if you like, but you have to let the game speak for yourself.
Then you just get into
for
your
itself.
Suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
This isn't gameplay. This is a pre-recorded fucking trailer. Jesus Christ.
Freelancer, time to get to work.
I hope it changes.
They said these bastards made some kind of acid. They're using it as a weapon. So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
Is this what they were already showing us snippets of? Okay, this looks a little familiar. Like we saw this before last E3.
Owen? What's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
Right. Checking out the scar camp some more.
Wow, they just blew up a fort of some kind, and it looked so trivial.
Quickly.
There also seems to be some pixelation with the video, so I bet this game is going to look better than it looks right now. You know, low bit rate and all that kind of thing from the stream. It's not doing the visuals any favors.
There's a shaker relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby. Be careful.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. You can get combos. That's cool.
Return them to the relic. You've got to silence it fast. It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
Oh, by the way, I just realized before I was saying
What the hell is that?
this is Monster Hunter World. It still kind of is, but more obviously it's Destiny. This is their Destiny.
On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.
I don't remember them talking a lot about what the mission structures were going to be like, what type of missions they're going to be sending you out on, the diversity in the missions, and that's worrisome because that's sort of the same problem that Destiny had, right? That was that game's problem, that it got very repetitive. The things that the game had to do were not that interesting. Monster! Anthem.
How cool was that? I'm so hyped, you guys.
You shouldn't be.
Yep, and that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019. On Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire
That's
off
fine.
your tweets. Thank you so much again to Casey and the entire BioWare team. I know you
Something
guys
else is coming out around that time.
See you guys there.
All right.
Give it up for Casey Hudson, everybody.
There's something else coming out around that time. What was it?
I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers.
Oh my God, it's
who
going
showcased
up
their
against
games today,
Days
and
Gone.
everybody
Oh, that
working
game is
hard
going to be
at their
fucked.
studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause.
People already don't care about Days Gone because it's just another zombie game.
But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No? You're like, I just want to go outside into the fan fest. I get it. I get it. So I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin. I'm going to head outside and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the podcast.
Okay, we're done here.
Have a great weekend.
Okay. And that was EA's press conference. And yeah, it was an EA press conference. It wasn't very interesting. The only thing here that I'm interested in is Unravel 2. Although I will say that, what was the SOS game? Crap! It was the other EA original game, the indie game. She kept calling it SOS, but I can't remember the actual name of the game. That seems interesting, but I need to know more. I feel like she didn't do a good job of explaining that, of what you're actually doing in the game. But the concept, the way it looks really interesting. I think it kind of looks like something of a platformer, but I don't know, and that's my problem.
Germany and the USA and decide who will be the champions.
But Unravel 2 looks good.
And I'm not alone. We got a special guest. The first one.
All right, well, we're done here with EA Play. Hang on, let me get rid of this.
I'm very good, thanks, Stu. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, I know you didn't qualify for the World Cup with Ireland, but how
okay. All right. Let me turn this crap off too. I don't care about your FIFA. Right. Okay. So, Electronic Arts, the press conference was exactly what I expected from Electronic Arts. It's just more of the same thing that they always have. I'm a little surprised that there was no Need for Speed because they seem to always have one. Then again, the Need for Speed series has not been in good shape recently. Payback got a whole lot of pushback because of the microtransactions and loot box bullshit that they also try to pull with Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I think I expected, I don't know, at least another new game, but we didn't get that. We just got the usual suspects. We got sports, we got a mobile game. Although I didn't expect them to spend so much freaking time on that. Jesus, I don't care if it's a Command and Conquer. That game does not look unique at all. It looks fine. Like, it's not bad, but it's not interesting. Let me see what else. We got Battlefield 5. It looks like another Battlefield. Battle Royale. We knew it was coming, and sure enough, it's there. Battle Royale is gonna be put into everything now, and I mean, I don't mind that, but I don't care. I don't care. It does nothing for me. I've tried Fortnite. It did nothing for me. Let's see what else. FIFA. Well, like what they're showcasing right now on there. FIFA is FIFA. And for that matter, the other sports games as well. NBA Live is NBA Live. It's still not good. Most likely, that's why I didn't spend any time on it. Madden, they're just resting on their laurels or something because they didn't talk about that game at all. FIFA 18, I believe, which is the current one, being free. That's cool for those who want to try it out, especially considering that the World Cup is starting right now. That's fine. Anthem looks like another Destiny game, and I mean, there's people who like that. Maybe, okay, here's the thing about Anthem. It's going to be another Destiny game. Maybe it'll be better because Destiny and Destiny 2 keep dropping the ball, and they keep releasing these half-completed games, and then they don't fix them until half a year to a year later with expansion packs. Maybe Anthem will actually be, you know, feature rich and fulfilled, and the missions won't be repetitive and badly paced like they are in Destiny. But they didn't really talk about the mission structure, so that's what worries me. The EA original games are the only ones I'm interested in, and then even one of them I need to find out more about it. Like I said, hang on, let me see if I can find the name of that game. She kept calling it SOS, and it had an actual name though. Let's see. We need something from that. Let me just type in EA Originals. Sea of Solitude. That is what it was called. Sea of Solitude looks interesting. I think the woman who was very excited to explain her game did a very good job of explaining the feel that in her inspiration for the game, but she didn't really do anything to explain how the game played. And as a result, I need to know more about that game than what has been explained for me to be excited about it. How it feels and everything, and what you're trying to get with it, that's all great and everything, but at the end of the day, it's a video game, so I need to know how it plays, and I didn't get that. But I mean, Unravel 2 looks good. It's out right now. That's cool. But I don't know, we'll see. I mean, Unravel 2, that's the game I'm like, that looks fun. I'm a little hesitant about it because the reviews for the first game were not particularly great. I thought it was just okay, and that scared me away from that game. But maybe I'll give it another chance, and then also give Unravel 2 a chance afterwards. We'll see. I don't know where to go from here beyond that, other than, I mean, that was EA. That it sucked. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. And the only real surprise was I don't know, nothing. I don't think there really was a surprise. Oh, well, I mean, Unravel coming out today was a surprise. Oh, wait, there was also the Origin stuff. Them bringing it over to PC, the subscription service, which is fine. And they're also doing the cloud streaming, cloud gaming thing. That's fine too. It's probably not going to work well, but I think companies still need to keep trying to do that, because I do think that eventually it's going to be the future. I don't know if the tech is there yet, but it's definitely something that should be pursued. It was another press conference. It was another EA press conference, and well, at least hopefully we've gotten the boring stuff out of the way right now. I would say that maybe Andrea Renee was the best part of the conference, but she was barely there. Like, why bother? You could have just gotten one of the execs to do that and do the same thing that she was saying, and then maybe just brought her out for that interview with the creators at BioWare. But I would have said to cut that out entirely, because that was boring. That was so bad. Well, it was Electronic Arts. What can I say? That's usually how their press conferences go. Alright, I guess I'm just going to wrap it up here. Thank you very much for watching, for anyone who may be watching. And I'm going to be back tomorrow, bright and early, for, let's see, what is the next conference? I believe it's Square Enix? Question mark? Or no, I believe it's Microsoft. Square Enix is Monday, I believe. Yes, Microsoft at 1. Thank God I don't have to get up that early. I can hopefully get some sleep. Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to have 3 press conferences, Microsoft, Bethesda, and Devolver Digital. Bethesda and Devolver Digital, I believe, are going to be one right after the other. And then Microsoft is relatively early in the day at 1 o'clock. So I will be back here at 12:30, or maybe a little closer to 1, because, you know what, no, pre-show. They might always announce something at the pre-show. So I will be back here at 12:30. And thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'll see you then. Take it easy.